currently tuned in. Sorry about the little bit of a shoddy setup. I'm in a different location today. Try and just get everything hooked up. All right, let's see how many people join. Yo, Tegan, what's going on, man? Right now is a little bit of a different setup. I'm actually in my brother's apartment right now, and I'm currently visiting him. He's here in College Station. So, yeah, just giving him a visit. He had this table that was open, so he was like, yeah, you can just put your stuff there. Don't want to let y'all down. Don't want to skip on a live unless if I absolutely have to. So, brought some knives with me. Brought my laptop with me to have chat on. So, yeah, this one's actually a lot earlier than it was. I originally did have it set for 5 o'clock, but that 5 o'clock live fell apart due to last minute scheduling stuff. Yes, at least I am dedicated. So yeah, some last minute scheduling, as I said, and so yeah, here we are. Here we are doing a live at 2 o'clock on a Saturday. So I got this really cool little slip joint the other day. Didn't bring the fixed blade that he sent me, but let's see, is that in camera frame? Can't really tell. So yeah, it has these really pretty yellow, they're like an acrylic scale kind of, really nice brass bolsters. I scratched it up, but that's okay. That's a really nice action, actually. So it has that clip point, that little clip point on it right there, and then it has this small spear point, almost a Wharncliffe package slayer. I need to get some actual sharpening stones so I can like do that. My these blades are too narrow. The problem for me about fixed angle sharpeners is that the knife blade has to be a specific width in order for it to grab and actually sharpen the edge. So yeah, that's a little annoying. But I brought with me tonight Vosti Raccoon. This live is probably going to go on for easily 3 hours because 2 through 5. So yeah, I probably have to get off at 5 and go do some stuff. But yeah, I brought the Vosti Raccoon with me. Really like this one. I managed to fix this one last time I did a live because it had a bunch of lock stick in the pivot. One of the most recommendable knives that I own. I'm gonna try and not scratch up his table, so I'm gonna close all knives and put him back on his table. I have the Demco 80-20.5, the D2 and carbon fiber 80-20.5. Neil Mack, welcome. So yeah, D2 carbon fiber 80-20.5. Love this knife a lot. Just fantastic action. Brought my brazen with me. I'm going to be carrying this to dinner because we're going to dinner out with with my brother, his girlfriend, and some of his friends' parents. So yeah, really like this brazen. Super nice. And then I brought Baby Banter 2. That one's really good. Brought the QSP Penguin, the Glide Lock. Don't really know where to place my hands on this. Yeah, QSP Penguin Glide Lock, not even in frame. This one is fantastic. Then I brought my Mannix 2 Lightweight and Spy 27. I know that you like this one, Tegan. I'm going to be carrying this one and the Brazen to dinner. Actually, technically, I'm going to be carrying all these to dinner because I'm going to be carrying the bag that these are in. I brought my Hug Deca. I had this one in my pocket today, or one of my pockets. Really liking this one. I already showed y'all the slip joint, but Neil Mack I don't think has seen it yet, so there is a little slippy sent to me by one of my viewers. If that's in frame. Yeah, that's in frame. Another one of my carries, another one of my recent acquisitions is the Ozark Trail Elevation. This one is actually, for the price you're paying, this one is actually really good. I really do like this one. And I put a scary edge on it as well. All the things that I forget to bring with me, I forget to bring a piece of paper to do sharpness testing with. But, hey, that's my fault. Steve L, welcome. Sorry about the difference of setup. I'm currently traveling. This one is another new acquisition. This is actually a button lock QSP Penguin. This one is super nice. Really nice and stiff spring on this one. Yeah, super nice. Chunky boy. Look at the look at this, the thickness of those G10 scales on that. But this one is, even the flipper works well on this one. And then I brought my Downdraft, one of my favorite knives of all time. Sorry, gentlemen. One of my favorite knives. Love the Downdraft. And then for the final knife I brought my QSP Hedgehog. So, love that one. So my carry today was, I carried these two with the Deca. Carried my light. I had on my wrist, I had this Citizen. I think that this is called the Citizen Avion Weekender, I think. Yeah, that one's a nice one. I like that one. The lighting is not the best in here, but it's okay. And then I carried my Microstream. What did everyone else in here carry today? Oh yeah, I also brought some maintenance essentials, some knife lube, some drivers, some bits. Never go anywhere without those. This is unique. I brought a ton of stickers, mainly because I'm doing a sticker giveaway tonight to celebrate my 10th Eagles Nest Live, which is pretty cool. So I'm not gonna give away all of these. I just brought enough to you get one or two of each. Sorry, had the inability to speak there. Yeah, some my channel stickers, which this is actually my old channel logo. I have a new channel logo now, and I'm going to try and get some stickers of my new channel logo, but that probably won't be for a while. I'll just give those out a while and just wait till I'm out of those, and then start making some more. This one. Let's actually put that there. That is T8. This one. Thanks, Robert. So, yeah. I'm actually going to put this over here. You know, I want it sitting right there so I have more knife space right here. So, let's see. I had another one, which, yes, this one. I am thinking about taking this one apart and looking at the bearings, because the bearings is making some bearing noise. So I'm gonna take that one apart and maybe clean it. Out of all the things I didn't bring Q-tips now that I thought about it, and I also didn't bring alcohol. Great. So I'm not traveling for several days. I'm just traveling for today. Just came up here to visit. So I was thinking of something. Forgot. Oh, yeah, sorry guys, I'm tired. So are you gonna have him make you a monster can holding a knife? So I think I know. I think to fix this one, I need to grab me lube. So let's give it the courtesy shake. Like 3 courtesy shakes. Now this is actual like knife lube. What I've been using on this, yeah, like there's no bearing noise now. What I've been using is knife or lube oil that was designed for fishing reel bearings, which are a lot more compact than these are. So that's a lower viscosity oil than this is. This is a higher viscosity. So this actually stays in the knife. Yeah, you can hear how it's just really smooth. TC Blades, welcome, man. Sorry about the little bit different of a setup. I'm traveling right now, so ow, that was my knee. That was actually quite painful. So, but yeah, still managing to do a live. It's also very early. Had some scheduling conflicts come up, so yeah, basically brought the essential knives, the ones that I think stand out, that everyone likes. So what did everyone carry today? I guarantee you Tegan has a Spyderco in his pocket. Guarantee Tegan has a Spyderco. Oh yeah, you were having problems with your lives yesterday, I know that. I just do lives straight through the YouTube app. like I just go to live and I schedule the live through to YouTube. It's just I don't have to deal with the third party thing and like a secondary streaming site or OBS or StreamYard. Don't really have to deal with any of that. I just stream it straight through. I mean, it sounds bad. I'm not sure how my audio is. I actually forgot to ask how my audio was, so it should sound okay. Microtech ZBT. Ooh, Spyderco Sage 5, nice. Denko 8020. I brought my 20.5 with me. 8020 Slim. Tempest Downdraft. I also brought my Downdraft with me. Smith & Wesson 5.7. Let's actually put this on the map. I'm gonna do like I usually do, but I'm gonna be interchanging the knives. This one I want on the map. This one can go here. It's just giving me a little more to fidget with. I could try. Hold on, let me try something real quick so y'all aren't all just sitting right there. Let me see if. Oh. Sorry, guys. Does that work? Is that a little bit better than having that angle? I mean, you can see the camera stand. I don't really like how you can see the camera stands. Over here, whenever it was like this, you couldn't see the camera stand. Yeah, that's better. I like that better because you can't see the camera stand. So I'm just going to keep it like that. Actually, you can over here, but it's not really that noticeable. I mean, tell me if that bothers y'all and I'll move it. This is a very scuffed setup. Okay, good. I also brought, for some reason, I brought my strap with me. I don't really know why I brought my strap with me, but I did. So, I mean, I didn't bring my sharpener. I need to get one of those field sharpeners specifically for reasons like this, for traveling. So. How many stop pins does this have? Trying to see how difficult this would be to take apart. Yeah, but this is just really good. This knife right here, and it's like $25 at Walmart. It's 12C27. Interesting choice because 12C is an older steel. Not quite as good as 14C, but still very good. Let's see. Hold on, I'm gonna go get some water real quick, guys, because I am a thirsty boy. Oh. Oh yeah, I got all of them. Walmart is trying hard. Yeah, I mean this one, Walmart is actually doing something really nice with this one. I mean, that's a very good button lock action on this one. And this one locks up well. Ginger Fisher, howdy, man. Yeah, this one is just, and it's so smooth. Like, look. Has a very slight hint of lock stick to it, but that just tells you that it's locking up well with that little hint of lock stick. It's the same with this one. This one has a really stiff spring on it though, but it just needs breaking in because this knife is brand new. But yeah, this one's nice as well. I know some of y'all in here are not the biggest fans of button locks. I like button locks personally. I'm not usually ever doing anything with them that will cause the lock to fail. I know that that's something that a lot of people, that's one of their main criticisms about button locks or plunge locks, but this one's pretty good, guys. And so is this one. This one actually is, this one's actually smoother than the Penguin. So, yeah, just a little observation I made there. Y'all want me to take this apart? We can take it apart and explore together with how they make this. And it should be easier. This isn't a carpet. Joe, welcome. It's not like a thick carpet that like I have in my house. So yeah. Ginger Fisher, TC Blades, what did y'all carry today? Not sure if I got y'all. Yeah, I didn't get y'all. Yeah, so these stickers are for later. I'm gonna put these over here for right now so they're not cluttering up everything. Put that over there as well. Harry, howdy. Sounds like someone's dog has gone crazy, or it might just be some rowdy college students. I got water on my shirt. Oh man. I'm not sure if y'all can hear that, but oh yeah, that's a dog. Oh yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. Also, if y'all can hear some TV in the background, there's a football game going on. That's why I'm actually up here, is because of the Texas A&M Auburn game, which is today. So, see how that goes. Oh, that's... Oh. Doing some editing and Instagram shorts. I need to do some more on Instagram. I've kind of been doing less and less on Instagram. I actually want this for peering. Are these T8 or T6? T6. Actually, you know what? Let's not take this one apart. I'm used to the Penguin. So let's actually take the Penguin apart. Yeah. All right. This side. This one is T6. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is the Penguin V2 all T8, or is it still the T6s in the back? So I want to take off this. Oh, this is the bad. Out of all the T6 bits I grab the bad one. Did I even get 2 T6 bits? Whoa. Whoa, C17. Oh, big boy C17. Wow. Yeah, usually whenever the game starts, that they do flyovers, C17 is went right through right over these buildings right here. That was cool. Little distraction there. I did bring 2 T6s. This one is in better condition, so I'm going to use this one. Yeah, it wasn't slipping out of the screw. You can now legally fly those, yeah. It looked like an Air Guard C-17 as well. It had the yellow stripe on the tail. You see, that's a good design. These are captive. I'm going to stand up and do this because I want to. All right, let's take... That's really tight. One of my favorite pivot designs is QSP's pivot, or pivot screw design. All right, that's out. And whenever I take this last screw off, I have to hold these. I have to hold these together so the scales don't go flying apart. Thanks QSP for making these scales, or these standoffs, captive, or barrel spacers captive. Because one of the most annoying things is having non-captive barrel spacers. Alright. That's a cool looking liner. Definitely unique looking compared to it looks similar to the one that's on this Penguin. They're probably actually the same, except this one is for a crossbar. So here's the really stiff spring on this one. I know y'all can't really see what I'm doing very much, but yeah, sorry about that. Interesting looking pivot. Interesting looking bearings. Let's take this out. Let's take, which way does this go? That out. Let's take this out, and let's take this might not want to come out, so I'm just gonna leave that. Yeah, basically just a slab of G10. That's a thick piece of G10. So yeah, mainly the reason why I'm taking it apart is I'm just inspecting this, seeing how it works, and for maintenance stuff. I should have brought some Q-tips with me. Actually, let me see if he has any Q-tips. I don't know where he would have them if he did. I don't see any. Alright, I'll just deal with that when I get back home. It's not that big of a deal. Ah. Yeah, so pretty interesting looking penguin blade. Like, I'm not used to all this being on the penguin blade. These bearings also look unique as well. They're also damaged. They low-key have chunks missing out of them. If anyone knows what size of skiff bearings would fit in this, let me know. Yeah, look at this piece of G10. I mean, that's a piece of G10 right there. Compared to some of these other knives, that thing is that's a hunk. Actually, the game just started, so let me go put that on. I know I keep getting up, guys. I keep thinking about things. All right. So let's actually get this back together now. So let's start with this. Sinca Acumen. I haven't heard of that one before. Gerber US1. Tiny Sog on keyring. Nice. Volmov Mini Light. Never heard of that one. Springfield XD40. I love that line of them. Don't have one, but I love from handling them. Fantastic. All right, then let's put this on. And a stop pin that isn't stupid. If I don't drop it. Yeah, there we go. The stop pin actually stays in, is crazy. Then the spring goes in there. And then this, it already has oil on it. Actually, hold on. What I'm gonna do is, yeah, it already has plenty of oil. It's already caked in it. Ooh. Yeah, there we go. Make sure the pivot's all the way in. Make sure that this is all the way in as well. Just making sure it's not going to fall apart on me. That goes on just like that. Yep. Sorry if y'all get a visit from my hair every once in a while. And then there's that. I'm going to actually put the pivot on first. And then let's take those are the pocket clip screws. These are the body screws, which are T6, not T8. I'm actually going to leave this plate out right here because I don't like the look of the plate. I know that the gaps bother some people, but not really me. Doesn't really bother me. As long as the screws are in there, just like that, it's fine. I don't really care. Now, I'm going to keep the plate if I ever sell this. The spring is still finding its place back in there. Yeah, got that back together successfully. Hey, you see how it looks at the screws versus this big, ugly, polished piece of metal just sticking in it? So I do much prefer that. Put that on the mat and it'll probably stay on. So that was a successful take apart. I do love 1911s. I want to try and find a GI one, either from World War II or World War One, or maybe even Vietnam era. And that's the sound of oil in the area where the button is. So this one is always fun to take apart. So let's actually take this one apart. I want to show this one's actually all T8, which is cool. On camera successfully. Yes, hello Urban. Sorry about the difference of setup and the difference of schedule. I'm up here visiting my brother in College Station. You missed it. We just had a C-17 fly by the window. That was interesting. Oh yeah, because I have Loctite on this. Oh yeah, that's why it was interesting feeling. So then this, uh-oh. Yeah, that does come off. Okay. Just super unique looking lighter. Urban, what did you carry today, man? Ow. Oh, that's a pretty good one right there. Oh yeah, that's gonna be, yeah. She's sharp. Urban gets in here and I instantly cut myself. Urban brings bad luck, everyone. This one's... You know what? I'm afraid that I'm going to hurt myself again. I'm just going to put this back together. No knife on you right now? Okay, yes. Yeah, that's a pretty good one right there. It's not that bad. It's not stitches worthy, but like definitely one of the best, better ones I've gotten in a while. And especially one of the better ones I've gotten from this. I haven't actually, this hasn't actually bitten me that bad. I don't need a Band-Aid. I'm a man. Yeah, I love this one. Should I venture and take this one apart? The 80-20.5. I've never taken apart a Shark Lock before. And I think that these are just pins right here. So I have to worry about lining up the pins and... I mean, is it T8? And it's all T6 as well. All right, we are taking apart an 80-20.5. I want to take it apart. Let's take it apart from this side so that it has something flat to sit on, and because the pivot's on this side. Oh. Are those captive screws? That's cool. So then there is I'm watching you, so don't fudge it up. Amen, I'll try. Okay, I really did expect that to be stuck on there, knowing these more high-end companies and how much Loctite. Look at the amount of Loctite on that pivot. I mean, that's literally like someone dunked it in Loctite. All right, here we go. We're venturing. We are venturing into, oh, there is the scale, which has dog hair all in it. Kane Knives, welcome. We are just taking apart a 80-20.5, very lightweight, of course, because G10, not G10, carbon fiber. How does this come off? Is this secured in some way? Or is this just fit on by friction? Whoa, there's on the bottom of the Shark Lock, if y'all can see that, if I don't freaking break it, On the bottom of the shark lock, there's numbers. It says, if y'all can't read it, it says patent number US. That looks like 10,632,632 B1. I don't know how this comes apart. I don't want to break it. Very skeletonized scales, though. Is it a specific way these are supposed to come out? This is gonna be 2 hours of man struggling to take apart a knife. I just don't want to break it, which is why I'm not like forcing, like, just like trying to force it apart. These pins are interesting. It doesn't seem like it really wants to come apart though. Push the pivot out. I don't have a pry on me. Oh. Wait, there's bearings in this? This isn't washers? Oh. Hey, got it apart. Whoa, that's cool looking. Oh no. I'm not sure if y'all just saw that or not, but the spring just went flying. Oh, great. At least it didn't land in his guitar. That would have sucked. Oh, it's right there. Epic. You know, I knew that was going to be a problem with these Demcos, but I did it anyway. Because I'm stupid. And now I'm going to have to get it back in there. Oh. Blue plastic Kreitzel. Should use it so you don't scratch stuff up. Yeah, but I'm a dumbass and I didn't bring it. There we go. Yes. That's a cool lock. It's so simple as well. It's crazy how simple that is. I mean, that's the lock. Compare that to a crossbar lock, and that's very simple. And also, I think that this is very interesting how they have the cutouts for the bearings in the liner and not in the blade. That's cool. I wonder if instead of bearings, I could get some skiff washers for this, like some thick skiff washers. Ooh. Yeah, these bearings, it's interesting because it looks like they have a steel outside and or like an aluminum outside, and then the bearings itself. Usually it's like a bronze or brass. Like, it's an interesting looking bearing. Six millimeter by 1. Hold on, let's see if Skiff makes. Skiff Bearing Company. Let's see if they make. Hold on. ABC, C, Dimco. $80.20, $80.20.5. That's a Shark Cub. 20.5. All right, so this says 20.5 non-USA. So washers. So 6 millimeter by 1 millimeter. They are $10. So should I get some bearings for this, or should I get some washers for this? Because right here are some 6 millimeter by 1 millimeter bearings. It's just a cool design. Oh, that's gross. Yeah, let's clean that. Oh, great. Now the loci or locusts, whatever they are, cicadas, are yapping. It's just it's cool how that works with the lock face. That's just really, really, really cool how that works. So washers, bearings. So these are 6 millimeter by 1 millimeter ceramic ball bearings. So these are 19 ball. How much are these? I'm kind of having a bad. Like, is $14 worth it for some for some bearings. Because these probably cost them 5 cents to make. And these cost, I mean, I understand that these are like machined and like basically handmade bearings. But $13.99 seems like a lot of money for two bearings. Twisted Sis, howdy. How are you doing? I actually want to show this to y'all without the spring flying out. That is what it has. It's not going to focus. Let me bring it back a little bit. Yeah, it's not going to focus. Anyway, it has sayings on it. So let's put this thing back together. Sorry, I didn't realize caps were on. What do you mean? Is that what you said way up here was the yes, do it up there or something? That's fine. This is not that dirty, so this goes, actually this goes on this side. So I want, Twisted Sis, what did you carry today? They're too small. The bearings are too small for the hole. Which is very interesting. So since this goes on this side, I'm going to put this through. I think it goes that. Yes, it does. Very interesting how the bearings are undersized. Oh, come on. All right, just put that there. Right, and then I add, that's a very heavy blade as well. I mean, it's a thick piece of steel, thick piece of D2. Is this normal for the bearings to be undersized for the slot? Is it normal for Demcos is what I mean? Because I know some other knives. I'm actually going to transfer this to this other side. Because, oh, spring just came out again. But luckily it didn't go flying this time. Alright, let's put this here. I like everything to be on one side whenever I'm putting everything together. Alright, then this goes in there like that. So let's add a little bit of steel, not steel, a little bit of lube right there, a little bit of, so then this goes, thanks for falling in. Because now I can put you, woo, that hit me right in the face. And these springs are dangerous. Where'd it go? Ah, damn spring. All right. If If I'm doing anything wrong, somebody let me know. Okay, hold on. Alright. So now this goes. Actually, I'm just going to put this on here so it's not falling out whenever I try and put it back in. If anyone wants to send me some KPL or some more of this Gunny Glide, feel free. I'll just buy some, but if anyone wants to send me any as like a little channel gift, feel free. Okay. It does make sure I'm not missing anything. Doesn't look like it. Make sure everything is nice and snapped in. All right. Then I take my very lightweight carbon fiber scale, slap that on there. Then I take, let's go and put the pivot on. I don't have a desk lamp because I'm actually in my brother's apartment. Is that better zoomed in? Let me see what my battery's at. Oh yeah, I need to plug my phone in. But yes, I don't have a desk lamp. I tried to get as good as I could with lighting, but it's not really the best, so sorry about that. I should have brought my lamp, but it was already tough bringing everything else in here. Yeah, that looks a little bit better to me. A little bit more zoomed in. Now that y'all are straining your eyes, I felt kind of bad about that. I'm clumsy today. Small light here. Let's see if this helps. Let's close this one. And let's open this window, which is a little bit more direct sunlight. There, is that lighting a little bit better? I think that has reduced the shadows a little bit. But now it's kind of like a flare from the window. And there'll still be a little bit of a shadow, No, there's still a pretty noticeable shadow. Let me see if he has a light somewhere. I don't think I'd be in here if he had it. No, I don't see one. I could also try. No natural light. And there's still a shadow. So no matter what I do, there's going to be a shadow. It just has to do with the direction that the light is coming from. Remind me next time I go traveling and I do a live while on the road. Just being nitpicky. Brando's Blades, doing good, man. Just took apart and put back together this 80-20.5. I'm on the road right now, so the setup is a little bit different. I'm going to have this as natural light because I need some light to be able to see. And I'm going to also open this a little smidge so I can have a, yeah, all right. Yeah, photographers like the light where it's not interfering with anything, but there's not really any way I can do anything about it. Yeah, seen much worse. Yeah, and the action on this is great. I know I'm pulling it out with this hand, but I mean, thanks again to Urban for sending this to me. All right, what do I take apart now? Not a crossbar lock, because every time I take a crossbar lock, it doesn't. I take apart a crossbar lock, and out does not end well. Does he have a lamp in here somewhere, or is this all paperwork? All like binders and stuff. Something I also didn't bring was a microfiber. So the mat's gonna be all oily and reflective for the rest of the day. I mean, the light looks a lot better on camera than it does for me. I can barely see, but on camera, y'all can see very well, so. Hold on. This chair sucks. Don't even know why he has this chair in here. You need a good chair. Oh yeah, much better. Oh, much better. All right, what to do and what to take apart now. Let's take apart the downdraft because I want to. I really do need a light of some kind. He doesn't have a hallway light. If he had a hallway light, that'd be better. But I can see good enough. It's okay. This is all T8. Thank you, Mr. That's a T9. This was in the container with T8s. So did they give me a T9 on accident? Because I didn't order a T9. Wow, that's crazy. I knew that looked big. Did I bring another T8? No, I only have one. So let's not take apart anything that has non-captive. Really good quality hardware on this. Good job, Tempest Knives. I should have also brought Loctite with me. Should have brought lots of things with me. You know, whenever we're heading down the road to come up here, I actually thought about a light. Like, is the light gonna be a problem? Is the light gonna bother me? Yeah, none of these screws were screwed in very tight. Basically, all of these needed. So simple. Look at this scale. That's a cool looking scale. This is the dark mode. It doesn't look quite as good on camera as it does in person. You see, yeah, y'all can't really see the color. If I get it closer to the screen, y'all might be able to. Yeah, if I put it closer, y'all can see it a little bit. This is a dark mode carbon fiber. The Blade Bench exclusive one. Yeah, the colors don't really pop very much on camera, but it goes there. These are really good quality bearings on this. Let's take this all the way apart. Both sides. I'm gonna have to deal with the spacers, but I don't care. And all the screws are the same, so I don't have to worry about getting all the screws mixed up. Very funny, Urban. Very, very funny. I just sounded so mean there. I'm sorry. So that is a fully taken apart, minus that Tempest downdraft. Make sure. These scales are cool. Hold on, real quick. Does this company have bearing compatibility? If I go all the way down here, the EFG, make your ST. Tempest Knives, downdraft. So these are 3x64 millimeter bearings. I think this would be nice with some washers on it. Oh wait, are these 5x3? Hold on. 5 millimeter. 3x64. I don't know what these measurements are. I don't know how to read these. But these are for the downdraft, so they must work. Oh. Oh. All right, let's put it back together. Bone dry from oil. So put that there. Grab this. Put that in there. Very sharp. All right, let's see. Sorry, I have a lot of things going through my head right now. This goes in this one. No, it does not. This goes in this one. Yes. So this is the left side. I want to put the pocket clip back in. One thing I don't like about these single screw wire pocket clips is that they're a little harder to get in than your regular pocket clip because you're gonna have to fight with the screw a little bit. There we go. Let's put the spacers. Are these captive spacers? They're not captive. Oh, that's interesting. I thought they were captive. I guess they just are well designed. Where they don't rotate. Let's take this one. Put this one in here. Very, very good quality hardware. So the left side is done. Which side was the pivot on? I think it was on this side. Hold on, I'm trying to remember. Does anyone know which side I took it apart from? Man, you're doing good. I tried to put a sheath clip on camera. Did not go well. So, I think, okay, yes, I am correct. And I know that this goes in a specific way. That's very light, which is interesting. Usually these have some kind of weight to them, but yeah, they have like a little groove that they sit in. And then this stop pin goes there. Need this other bearing. Yet again, bone dry. Put that there. Midge more on the outside. I love how it's a round pivot and not like a half square pivot, so it actually goes in when you want it to. Could clean this off real quick. It just, this knife, of all my knives, this one is the one that goes together the best. All these other knives have to fight to snap in, and like they have like those stupid square pivots on them, to where they only go in a specific way. These are nice. Very, very nice for maintenance. And they're civilized because they did all T8. Oh. Yeah, fantastic. Oh. Wow, man. It's time to go under. There it is. Yeah. Well, let me go check something. All right. For once, Texas A&M is above the top 10 in the nation. On the non-clip side, I mean, I like to start on the side that the pivot's on. So usually it doesn't really matter. But I should usually always take the clip off first, so then there's something flat for it to lay on. So it's not doing this all the time. I realized that that was an issue with the pivot coming out, but yeah, just a nice knife, guys. Just a really, really nice knife. Oh, there's one more screw. Which are non-magnetic somehow. I wonder, are these titanium? Is this hardware titanium? Because they're non-magnetic. Because usually black coated stuff is usually still magnetic. So you're saying Georgia is struggling with Alabama? That's interesting. Georgia last year was wrecking. But every team has their good years and bad years. Or good seasons and bad seasons. Let's see. All I have left is crossbar locks. I mean, I have this one, which is a button lock. Let's venture into the world of Ozark Trail. Why don't we? Yeah, Casey's designs I do like. I do indeed like his designs. That's a long pivot screw. Not yet. I want. Interesting how they gave me a T9. Oh, interesting. Apparently the Spyderco pivots are T9s. Sounds like someone just scored. Hold on. Oh, okay, just insane play. Most years Alabama gives UGA trouble. It seems as though that Alabama gives some teams a lot of trouble every year, and then other teams Alabama just sucks against. I don't know what it is about that. Wait, are these for... Let's not get that stuck. Oh, very simple. Very simple. Like, that's a heavy chunk of G10. They play later tonight? You know what? I might actually watch that game. Interesting. Smooth G10 on this side, and they polished the G10 on that side, which is interesting. Very short, small spring. And the size of this pivot is not impressing me. Oop. Okay. Do like myself this orange backspacer. Very, very sharp. Look at that stop pin. That stop pin's cool. That's a cool design. Look how tiny these bearings are. And I think that that is a permanent add-on. Whoa, wait, these are like washers. They sit on the outside. Whoa, that's interesting. Look at this. There's like no groove for the washers. Or for the bearings. Look how tiny these bearings are. Those are microscopic. Like really tiny bearings. Like these would actually lose if I dropped. I mean, I guess that's why it's smooth. It's the other one. There it is. And this one's quite literally falling apart. That's probably why it's giving me so much trouble. Everything's very small on this. The pivot is small, the bearings are small, the spring is small. It's a good knife though, don't get me wrong. They stonewashed the liners, which is really cool. Usually the blade is stonewash and the liners are satin. I mean, good examples, the raccoon. Interesting how that's in there. All right, let's put this back together. I think I have explored enough of how this works. Is audio still good, guys? Just wondering. That's a really small pivot. All right, then this really tiny pivot, or very really tiny bearing goes on. So interesting. And then blade goes on just like that. And then I'm going to put this bearing, since it's like a washer, all right, that's in. One on the very back goes first. And then the one and the, if it go on, there we go. Goes in the middle. And that one actually went together quite easily. All right, so brazen. Go ahead and take this pocket top off first, so then it has a flat. flat on. Has anyone had any new knife acquisitions yet? And we will get to the sticker giveaway here in like 10 minutes, I'd say. Actually, you know what? 4 o'clock we'll do the knife giveaway, which is 20 minutes. Not knife giveaway, sticker giveaway. Also very good quality hardware. I actually think that this is the same hardware that's on the Downdraft. It looks very similar and it feels very similar quality wise. There we go. Oh yeah, that came apart well. Another round pivot, just like the other one, just like the Downdraft. Big old bearings on this guy. Did everyone leave? Looks like everyone left. It's not dry. I'll add a little bit more. The number of people watching is going down, so I'm guessing people are starting to lose interest in my live, which is okay. There's a mark on the inside? Damn. Alright, putting that back on. So then add a little bit there. Added too much Loctite to this one as well. There we go. Still watching you take apart knives. Okay. Because no one was chatting, so I was just wondering if everyone decided to dip. I see. Okay, let me. Ow. Yes, that's on there correctly. All right. And I take. Oh, come on. Yes, that is correct. I would rather watch knives, but what kind of Tonto? This is the Civivi Brazen. I think they still make it, but it's an older model. I think it's from like 2020 or something. Might be a little older than that. Not quite sure. This one's D2, but I think the new ones are 14C. That's whenever D2 was like the budget steel, like the best budget steel, and then they came out with 14C, or like 14C started to get big. And it should. Yep. Yeah, this one's stone washed, black liners, black hardware, purple scales. Yeah, this one's just nice. In fact, this is going in my pocket right now. So, all right. Let's get some knives back on the mat, and let's just do some chatting. Did you ever say what you were carrying today, Brando? Did, whenever you got in here, did I ever ask? It is really nice in here with the fan, though. It's not too hot. What are these for, and what are these for? See, this new Slippy I got from a viewer. American Edge, or sorry, Eagle Edge. Definitely not made in America. 440 stainless. Has a clip point and a small little pin blade on it. This is a very peanut size. D2 is good. Yeah, D2. Honestly, if I had to choose, if I was to be able to design my own budget knife, and they gave me all the budget steels that I could choose from, I'd choose D2 because D2 is just the best budget steel in my opinion. If I was to choose a mid-range steel, I'd choose 154 for my knife design. Which this is in 154 CM. SOG Steel Pup, never heard of that one before. CGRB Krill. So here's an interesting story about the Krill. So whenever I first saw the Krill, I saw that DVD, not DVD, Dan Kinman did his mod with the red scales on his. And I was like, that's really cool. And then after that, I met him at Blade Show, and he was actually carrying that Krill, so I got to handle it a little bit. Super cool dude, by the way, Kinman. Really cool. And then at Blade Texas, they actually had a couple of Krills out sitting on their table. But for some reason, I didn't buy one. For some reason, I did not buy a Sencut Krill. I don't know why. I was handling it, and I was like, I really like this. Well, it wouldn't have been like that. It was a flipper. And I was like, I really like this. The action was nice and snappy, had a good detent on it. I loved the size. The blade shape was nice. And I guess I just got distracted by something or was thinking of something else. And I guess it was like, I just didn't buy it. I don't know what happened. Yeah, but I do like 14C. Actually, this is 14C. I'm going to put all my 14C knives on the table. 14C, 14C. That's 14C. That's 14C. So these are all the 14C knives I have on the table. 2 Penguins, 3 QSPs, and a Vosti. Vosti Raccoon. With lovely sandblasted 14C. This is Nitro V, I think. Yes, it is Nitro V. I have 1 MagnaCut knife on the table. I have 2 D2 knives on the table, actually. Actually, one in my pocket, one on the table. This one I actually got sent by Urban. Absolute legend for sending this over to me.
Hey.
Howdy. Yeah, so sent me that one. Really, really cool, dude. Jumping on it is really nice. Love the shark lock. Actually didn't really expect to like the shark lock at first. I handled it at Blade Show Texas, and I was kind of like a little iffy on it, a little bit. Steel butt fixed blade is mini Bowie. Came with, they call atomic heat treated. Whoa. Atomic heat treated? Alright, hold on. I gotta go ask a question real quick. Alright, let's see. The Senka is really nice finish on the blade, but the liner lock is kind of low. Yeah. What I realized with the first Penguin, the first QSP Penguin, the QSP Penguin is one of my favorite designs, judging on I have two of them on the table. I actually have 4 Penguins. The S90V one I didn't bring for some reason. The liner, I'm going to use this one as an example. The liner is really low on the first Penguin. On the S90V one, it was better, but it wasn't the best. And this one, you don't have to worry about that at all because it's a crossbar lock. I know there are a couple people in this chat who do not like crossbar locks. But how can someone not like the Shark Lock? I mean, just so easy to use, very strong, very reliable. Just really quite nice. Like bank vault lockup on this one as well. Let me see if they still make the krill. S-E-N-C-U-T. Sen. C-U-T. Senka. K-R-Y. Krill JG10. They are discontinued, so they do not make them anymore. They are still in stock. So, yeah, Senka Krill. Design I do definitely like. I'm not sure about the satin. The satin blade. If this was stonewash, wait, is it stonewash? Oh, it is stonewash. Definitely tell that's an older one because of the placement of the hardware screws. Sog seal pump. Oh, it's a fixie. Oh yeah, you said it was a fixie. $751 subs. All right. All right, let's get into the stickers. I'd say y'all have waited long enough. If I move on. That one I want to keep. So this one's all sticky. Why is it all sticky? Another one of those. Another G-ball one. I want to keep that one. Another G-ball. Saturday Night Live. Oh no, this is the one I want to keep. Yes. Okay, this one could go up there. QSP, Big Red, Spider-Co, Saturday Night Live, Tried and True, EDC, and I got some of these giant Dominion preparedness stickers that he sent over to me. Like, I got 3 of them. I want one. So those are the ones I'm keeping. How did I get all the stickers? Blade Show, people sending them to me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Blade Show, if you're one who likes stickers, and you're like a sticker geek, go to Blade Show, because pretty much every table has free stickers, like free swag that you can just go up and get. And lots of companies have Blade Show exclusive stickers as well that are really cool. So depending on how many people we actually have in here, if we have more than 2 people, we will do the numbers game. But if there's 2 people, I'll just flip a coin or something, and whoever gets it will win. And I'll ask the winner. For the winner, I will send you some of my channel stickers, and the winner gets to choose how much they get. Maximum is, I'd say, 6, and minimum, of course, is 1. And I'll give you 5 of these stickers that you can choose between 5 of these. I have hundreds of stickers, so I need to give some of them away. All right, so I need a head count. How many people are still actually in here? So it doesn't look like anyone is sounding off that they're still in here. So, Brando, if you just want some stickers, just let me know, and I'll send you some of these stickers. So I have some G-Ball stickers. I have this round G-Ball sticker. I have this flat G-Ball sticker. Some big red stickers. Have this one. Have a big G-Ball Rebel Rouser sticker. He's the one that actually sold me this penguin. Have a Bluminati Ninja sticker. Have a really cool EDC round. Actually, I have multiple of these really cool EDC round table stickers. Tried and True EDC. Have a couple of these. Put those there. This is a BEDC Blade Show Texas sticker, which is cool. There's one of his regular Blade Show stickers. Thumb Disc Supremacy. There's a TKE sticker, another one of these Saturday Night Live stickers. QSP sticker. This one is another big red sticker, 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 another big red sticker. And then I have two more of these cool EDC Roundtable stickers, forgot what that was. And then Dominion Preparedness, and then this cool big Spyderco sticker, and then Juvan. So just pick 5 of these that you want, and I will get them sent over to you next week. Just trying to think of what day of the week it was. I have a ton of these big red stickers. I have 4 of these stickers. And then I have one of these that's more matte looking one. That's not even a big red sticker. Saturday Night Live stickers, 2 of those. Juvan, Bluminati, G-Ball, Roundtable, and of course yours. So Juvan, you want the big round G-Ball sticker? Let me get it off the table. If I can get it off the table. Or do you want these smaller G-Ball? I like this big one. But these are good displaying size stickers. And then you said Illuminati, Roundtable. 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 5 of these. So pick another one and I'll send those. And then I'm gonna give you, how many of these do you want? If you want it to be dealer's choice for the other one of these you get, then that's fine. Oh, there's a Mallory sticker? That's a cool looking Mallory design sticker. Wasn't even in frame. And the green compass. All right, so the green, so your stack is right here. So I need to get more of these Spyderco stickers. I got a bunch of these at Blade Show. Spyderco Corp. And 2 of mine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so this is your stickers right here. 85 and 2 screen. So your sticker bag is ready. So you have 2 of my stickers, that Spyderco, the Juvan, the Twisted Sis and Illuminati Ninja, and the EDC Roundtable sticker. That should be correct. I like this Mallory sticker. It's actually really cool. All right, put that off to the side. And let's put the rest of these away. Neil, you want some stickers? I have a ton. It is just checking live. Didn't even know it was a giveaway. Thanks, man. No problem, man. I have tons of stickers. Oh, there's more Mallory ones. You know what? You want one of these Mallory stickers? I'll toss one of these in extra. These are cool. Or there's one of him. If I get it lower, you can't really see these. So there's that one, or there's that one. You can share your stickers with Neil? What you mean share your stickers? All right, dealer's choice. I'll do this one. All right, these will be sent out Tuesday. For 800 subs, I'm going to give away a ton of stickers. Oh, you just split the stickers if Neil needed? Okay. Alright, guys. Well, I've been doing this for 2 hours and 11 minutes. I am being summoned to do some other things. So it was great talking to y'all. Great live, fantastic. Took apart some knives I've never taken apart before. Interesting to see the inside of the AD 20.5 and the inside of this. So yeah, I hope all of y'all have a fantastic rest of your day. And as I said, or as I say on every live, if anyone ever wants to donate anything to the channel, feel free. Feel free to. Never required, never an obligation to send anything. It is always very, very, very highly appreciated, though, if anyone does. So yeah, guys. As I said earlier, or if I haven't said this yet, I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic rest of your night. And remember, guys, always be prepared.